Hello everybody and welcome to the sheep farm, or should I say the old stream farm. What I'm doing first of all today is just cleaning up the sheep with the compact tractor because they have produced a bit of a mess, so just cleaning this up first. Now today we're going to do quite a bit of grass work and possibly a bit of contracting as well, because the fields which we have, the arable fields, they are growing. In fact, some of them are ready, but we're not going to do any harvesting just today because, well, we've just done some, and also I think there is a bit more fertilising to do first of all, so I need to get as much productivity as possible out of those fields. This is quite a slow job. Just keep going with this until it's all picked up. And there we go. With the exception of a very small amount. So that goes back into their trough. They are now very clean, and they do have water, and they've got feed. So I think that is actually everything done for the sheep. Let's just see. Yep, all good. So there is absolutely nothing we have to do here. I'm not sure why the wool keeps resetting to 0%. That's kind of weird. Possibly it's going to jump to wherever it was last time when we finished off. But yeah, certainly at the beginning of each game we play, it goes back to 0%. I'm sure there is a very reasonable explanation for this. Anyway, that is it for this tractor. We now need to put it back into here. We're going to swap over to the other John Deere, a much larger John Deere. That is the compact tractor, but it's actually still about 80 horsepower or something, 70 or 80 horsepower. Here it is, with the sprayer. What we need to do is swap the wheels over again. Obviously this is not really that practical. I keep doing this every week, swapping the tyres. So what we should have really is a tractor dedicated just to spraying. But I don't think we've really got enough tractors for that. Anyway, what we need to do is get the mowers on the front and on the back, and then head up to one of our many grass fields and give it a good cut. And I'm actually thinking about having a good follow me session today. So basically we'll be rowing up and possibly baling all in the same go. It's going to be another opportunity to use a bit of the Kuhn DLC, although the only thing which I'm sort of wary about is I've already used, let me show you. If I just go into baling technology, I'll show you which ones we have used before. Basically, the FBP 3135 we've used. That is expensive. It's essentially a baler and a wrapper all in one, so a very fancy bit of equipment. But I'm not really going with anything quite as fancy as that today. It's basically just the wrapper, which is just here. This can wrap round bales and square bales, although because I've never actually wrapped a square bale before, I thought it would be quite a nice thing to do. So, yes, we need to get a square baler and bale after the windrower. The equipment which I've just chosen is at the store, so we need to get 2 tractors at least to go up there, fetch them, and then we need to take them both over to the correct field, which I haven't yet decided on. So let's just drop off our water tanker here. Actually, talking about water tankers, if you've played on my multiplayer server, you will know there is the water brake, the vehicle water brake mod, which essentially means that you can't lose a tractor or any machine, in fact, in the water. It will allow you to continue using that machine even if it is totally submerged, which is good. However, there is one little complication, and that is that it means the water is totally useless to everything, so you can't actually pump water out of the sea or out of a river to give to the animals, which is a bit of a problem. But I'm hoping to find a solution to this very soon. Anyway, back to this map again. With the water tanker put away, we now need to go up to the store, but at the same time we need to have the John Deere following us, and, well, thinking about it, we need to have a mower, a windrower, and the baler. However, we could just do 2, so we cut it first, and then we have the windrower following us, and also the baler, and then afterwards we go and wrap it. That could work quite effectively. Yes, that is what we're going to do. So the John Deere is going to be on the mowers and also on the balers, and the case is likely going to be running the windrower and the wrapper. Split the job between two. Anyway, off we go, put the beacons on. Lovely day over on the old stream farm. Doing okay with the traffic. No one's been crashed into just yet. This crossing always gets me because there's always a pedestrian that decides to jump in front of us. But luckily today we've got away with it. Anyway, here we are. We have got the baler and the square bale and round bale wrapper. So first things first, we'll take these back, but we're not going to need them just yet. There we go. And the baler as well. So this baler is capable of baling, I think, straw, hay and grass. So it can do 3 different types. Anyway, off we go. Wow, this is quite a... I said it wasn't a very fancy piece of kit, but actually looking at it, it is. Very expensive looking. The SW4014 Auto Load. The bale wrapper. Yeah, I definitely need to use more stuff out of the Kuhn DLC. We have got the rest of time to do it in, but I do like to focus on the new equipment first of all, instead of reusing the old stuff. Anyway, I wonder what the next DLC is going to be. I don't know anything about it, but hang on, what? We appear to have got stuck on the curb. Good bit of driving there. Yes, I was going to say, I think it's going to be a tractor or a brand. I don't know for sure. I don't know anything about it, in fact. In fact, Giants might even know themselves. They've probably got some ideas, but they're certainly not sharing them. But if it is a new brand, that would be absolutely fantastic. I know lots of people want John Deere, but I don't think that is going to happen. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem very likely. Claas is, I suppose, a possibility. That could definitely happen. Obviously, we've got New Holland already. We've got Agco stuff. So, I'm not sure. It may not even be a brand. It could be a trailer pack or something. Right, let's just stop that tractor. So what we need to do is take these off, and then we need to put the mowers onto the John Deere and the windrower onto the case. I don't think I put the PTO on. No. It wasn't needed anyway. Right. So actually, what we need to do is just turn the case's engine off first, because we don't need this just yet. It does have to be cut first of all. Back into the John Deere. Now we need a fairly decent sized mower for this job. As you'll know, we've already got the disc bine, is it called? Disc bine something, 313? I'll have to check it, but yeah, something like that. This offset mower over here. I suppose we could put a front mower on as well as this. But is this enough? This could be all we need. As I said before, the fields aren't that big. A field which I would like to go for is field number 1 or 2, grass 1 or 2. Otherwise we could go further afield, G7. That could be a good one. In fact, yes, I think G1 is a bit hilly, so although we're going to be doing square bales, it could still be problematic in some ways. So yeah, G7, let's go for it. I'm going to have to keep checking them out because I don't know exactly where it is. Let's just lift this up a bit. Yeah, this is a wide machine. We're contending with the traffic as usual. There you go. That lady just walked through our mower. Yep, pedestrians. Many pedestrians. I think what we have to do is turn left here. So, the same way to the store. But then from here, I don't know. I think, yeah, we have to branch off. Probably the next turning on the right. Got to keep our eyes peeled. Ah, that could be an issue. Is this a bridge? Oh no. I thought it was a bridge. Must be just down here. Is that it? Is that it there? It is. Yes, that's it. The next turning on the right, as I said. It's alright, we'll wait for you. Keep going. Wow, this is a precarious road. Seems like a nice route though. And actually, all in all, it looks like a pretty good field. Nice place to be. Let's get cracking. Where to start? That is a problem. I suppose we just have to get a place. We are going to have this offset to the right first of all. Should be okay. And then, it's as simple as getting it going. It's PTO. Did we touch the PTO? No, we didn't. We must do that. Let it get up to full speed. Ah yeah, so it is. It's a New Holland Discbine 313. Doesn't need to be offset quite as much as this. Get it fairly close. And you know what? I think in-cab view could be the best view for this because there are quite a lot of trees down this edge. Yep, just like that. Almost drove into it. Not so bad field though. This is likely the biggest grass field we own. Yeah, because G1 sort of goes around the corner and it's not as wide. So this is it. This is our biggest field. This map is perfect because I don't like the massive fields because we have to have massive equipment. If we can afford the massive equipment, it's fine. But being able to afford it is a challenge. And to be honest, I prefer to do lots of smaller jobs rather than just the same job for an hour or two. Now we could actually drive down the track. So we cut everything right to the edge. I feel there is going to be quite a few time lapses in this video because we've got many jobs to do. Just got to keep at it. Right, we'll put the offset out again. So the idea here is we take 3 headlands off and then go lengthways up and down the field. Because that is going to hopefully make it the easiest for doing the baling. And I've just noticed as well, we don't even need to have a windrower because it's already in a row. This particular mower cuts it quite neatly. So yeah, that's going to save a big job. Which actually means, thinking about it, we could be baling this straight away. It's just, if we bale the headland first, the bales are going to be in the way. So I could start it going up and down, and then obviously do the headland last. That's not a bad idea. I will have to check the horsepower requirement though, because the case tractor might not be powerful enough to actually power the baler. Those square balers do tend to take a fair bit of power. So in a second I will check. See if it can power it. It's a big pile of grass. Here we are back in the yard. I have discovered that this tractor here, the 145 horsepower tractor, is perfectly capable of powering the mower, but it isn't capable of powering the baler. The baler actually requires almost 180 horsepower. Really, I'm not doing well here. There we go, finally we got close enough. So yes, we're just going to take it over there, and we are going to do this as a follow me job. But obviously it does mean it means we have to swap everything over, which isn't ideal. I should have thought of this before. Because when I started this job, when I thought of this job, I initially thought that we're actually going to be having a front and a back mower, which would mean we'd have to row it together. But as it is, we don't have to. Can anybody else see those frame drops? Or is it just me? Sometimes I do get frame drops and no one else sees it. It doesn't actually pick up in the recording. But that was quite an intense one, so I'm guessing it has shown up in the video. Beacons! We need beacons. Yeah, you can probably tell this is a big bale, so it's going to have a bigger tractor powering it. The John Deere is powerful enough, but ideally we could do with a bit more power. Anyway, just around this corner, and on the right, as you know, I actually really like it. This field is fantastic. The entrance to it, especially. It's so hidden, it's very discreet, and it's also easy to plummet to your death, which isn't so good. Right, so this is to just wait here. We are of course going to finish the headlands first of all, and then we're going to set the baler going as well. It should really speed up this job. There we go. I'll just fold this up so it doesn't collapse when we take it off. And we need to detach the PTO. And we can take it off there. Pull forward out of the way. And then do the same thing to the case. We'll take the baler off, probably where it is, it's okay here. And get it attached to the mower. Now because this is an offset mower, it means that, well, we're going to have to keep adjusting the side which we're cutting on. You can't necessarily just go up and down the field too easily. There we go. But we've created some space by taking 3 headlands off, which should make it easy enough to just go up and down the field. Perfect. I'll attach the PTO in a second. Oh yes, this is productive. And it's working very well on Follow Me, which is good. And the more we cut, the easier it's going to be. Because at the moment we're just sort of together. I've just set the offset a bit more so the John Deere drops back a bit. It's catching up with me way too easily. I think maybe if I was to do this again, I would take another headland off. It's only just enough. So yeah, we can't be running on the grass like we did at the beginning because basically we've still got crop destruction and it is going to wipe out some of our profits here. You've probably noticed it's not dropping many bales, so this grass really should have been fertilised more, but you know, it's all extra, and that couldn't have been that could not have been a worse place for that bale to drop. I mean, this is the reason why we're not doing the headlands, because it would put them on the headland, but oh, that is so annoying. Problem solved. Let's continue. Yes, I really should fertilise my grass fields more. It's something I really forget to do quite a bit. The John Deere hit the bale and, well, it went upright, which is bizarre. This is going to be close, but it's going to be a good view. And it just dropped a bale. Perfect timing. Anyway, that's this part of the field completed. Now for the other side, and then we're done. But yes, Definitely not many bales at all. We are catching up with the baler. It is right in front of us. Let's hope it doesn't drop a bale. Okay, it did. That is the only issue. Almost finished. Just a tiny bit left to do. So that is the mowing finished. What we're going to do now is just let the follow me finish as well. And then we're going to take over the baling. I'm going to finish the headlands and obviously get anything missed. But I don't think it's missed too much. It's done a very good job. Follow me is a very good mod. But there we go. That is the mower finished with. So I can go here and turn off the GPS as well. Okay, so we are back in the John Deere. Just going to quickly do everything which is not finished yet. And then we need to go back and get the wrapper. So obviously these are going to be silage bales, makes them much more expensive. I don't know why it makes them more expensive, but it does, by a long way. I think it's about £300 or so for a hay bale. But then if you wrap it, then it makes it about I don't know, about £1,800? It's impressive, whatever it is. It's definitely over £1,000. I love how the RPM is adjusted to run at the PTO speed. The dashboard's fully working in this tractor. Definitely a high quality model. Anyway, I think with the exception of a few little bits which I haven't picked up yet, like over here, we are pretty much done, and that bale is just hanging on a thread. It's got to go now. Come on, go. Fall out. There it goes. Yep, so just down here, and then it is bale wrapping time. Looking forward to this. This is going to be the first time ever, I think, that I've wrapped a square bale. Done loads of round bales in FS 15 and 17, but no square bales. And that is the end. So we're going to have to check on our info page to see how many bales we've actually produced here. It is going to add another one when we unload. So if we unload the baler by pressing Y, give it a gap between them, fold it up, we should now be able to see exactly what we have produced. Created bales, 18! So yes, when you think about it, 18 bales times the whatever it's worth, that is potentially quite a bit of money. I think it's going to be in the region of £25,000. I would have thought. Anyway, back to the yard. We'll drop off the mower, obviously drop off the baler as well, and then head back, and I think we should probably use the case tractor for the wrapping. Looks the most suitable for the job, and it's the right colour as well. But yeah, let's just go via the store, as this baler isn't ours. Although actually we haven't had it for an hour, so providing I remember to take it back up before the hour is up, we can keep it for the time being. But I must be careful, because if I do overshoot, then it is going to be quite costly. If I just shut this gate a tiny bit, so like that, we can actually get the mower in here. Not a bad place for it, because obviously it's associated with the sheep. They require grass, and this is like a little store next to the sheep. This is actually quite a good place to store bales, so we could actually put them here. It just depends if we're going to sell them or keep them. Lower, yes, we must lower it. Otherwise it's going to come crashing down. So as you know, we've put the wrapper just over here. Oh, so sorry chicken, I just saw that hen get hit in the face by a wheel. Ouch. Here it is. Likewise, we can't have this thing overrunning an hour because it can be expensive. Off we go. We have got 18 bales to wrap. But no, I'm really pleased about not having to windrow it, because that's really speeded up the job. And it would have almost made it not worth it. It wouldn't be worth our time and effort. Here's our turning. There's always a pedestrian here. Right, so this is the first time I've ever used this. How do we use it? Unfold wrapper. That's quite clever. And then, yes, fairly self-explanatory. I should have been a better position before this though. In fact, yeah, let's just go for a different bale. Here goes. We must make sure it's aligned correctly. Oh wow. Look how it rotates the bale. Sort of massages it. Massage. Right, okay. Oh, look at that. The way it cuts it as well. That is fantastic. Okay, I must calm down. It is just a bale wrapper. Calm yourself, Daggerwin. Go on. Do another one. It's a bale massager. It's brilliant. What an ingenious idea. It's just got to be the most gentle machine in the world. It's so delicate. Honestly, I could watch this all day and not get bored. The best bit is when it cuts the wrap at the end. Got to get a close up. There it comes. Oh, right behind my pillar. Okay, we're going to have to try that again. Get a better view. Yeah, so basically if we don't get hit in the head, this is the cutter here. The knife for the wrap. Okay, it's done. Look at that. Let's go for another bale. They seem to be at the ends of the fields. It's really weird. They're at either end. Must have been really hard to think of this design. The round bale wrapper obviously is a bit more simple because you can rotate the round shape, but with a square bale, thinking of the way to actually revolve it must have been tough. It's a shame we've only got 18 bales to do. We're going to have to stack these as well. I think next time we're going to have to stack them. Now we can use an auto stacker. It's just we only have 18 bales, so is it really worth it? Probably not. Now on to the very last bale. Time has flown while doing that, but I managed to squeeze in one time lapse. I thought there'd be way more time lapses, but incredibly, I've only been able to get one out of it. So yeah, pretty sure that's the final bale. I don't want to miss any. Gonna have to do a head count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yes, 18 are done. Good to see. We'll take this one back over to the entrance because there's way too many at the centre of the field. But no, that is a pretty decent tool. I should have used it earlier. And the way that it folds up as well is quite intriguing because it sort of drags the wheel along the ground. That must be pretty heavy. Look at that, it drags it sideways. Anyway, that's our field completed, looking pretty good. And we did get 18 large square bales out of it, so it definitely could have been worse. We'll have to do the same thing again, but with a fertilised field. All that's left to do now is to take it back to the yard, and then we'll call it a day. But no, seriously, that has been quite a fun bit of farming there. This would have been a good machine to use in Cobra Park Farm, just because it's got some pretty big grass fields. Could have made loads. And there we have it, the Kuhn bale wrapper, suitable for round and square bales. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and eventually this map is actually going to be twice a week, maybe even 3 times a week, because we're going to be ending Wexcombe Manor Farm in the next 5 episodes, which means it's just going to be the Old Stream Farm and Sandy Bay, and of course a bit of multiplayer in between. So there's going to be quite a bit of space freed up for just 2 maps to be concentrated on. So yeah, we should really progress with this map very soon, because I like it. It's a very good map, and also it's not English, which means it's a bit of variety for the channel, which is what is needed really, because most of the maps I do are English, and although English maps are absolutely fantastic, we do need to have at least one either American map or Australian map, or maybe just like this one, European map, to just mix it up a bit. But yeah, until we finish Wexcombe, we won't be doing any more than 1 episode of this week, but it shouldn't be too long. Anyway, until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.